Hello guys, after a very long time I am making a video. So before we start with that, I would like to say that I am not gonna apologize, for not posting videos for so much of time. I'll just explain myself. The reason I did not do it is because these are all the things I buy from buyers who already unboxed these things before. So I was in a dilemma that what I should do with my channel if unboxing is something which is being done by everybody. Then I understood that it's that even though it's something which everyone has seen, it depends upon the video as well, the person as well. So I have yet not yet to think if I would like to upload any unboxing videos. I would like your suggestions, all of you, all of my subscribers, and I would also like to congratulate myself. The Mumbai Beyblader group has grown to more than 100 subscribers. I'm very thankful to all those of you who have subscribed. Thank you very, 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 very much. So now let's start the video. So today's topic is a bit different. Today I'm going to rate all the DB base which I have right now, and I want your people opinions as well. Of course, this is just my opinion. You people can agree to disagree. So as you can see, usually there are all the releases, but there have been some random releases mentioned as well, which I would like to explain. That in a very short way, that this is not going to be about rating. This is going to be a different thing, so I'll keep it aside. So let's start. So from the base which I have, this one, the set Belial bursts a lot, is more prone to bursting than to the anime Belial or you can say the booster Belial. However, for some reason, the booster Belial is heavier, so you can decide to put the gears and make a heavier perfect Belial. It can get a, I mean, there's I think around 2 grams of difference, so it might, give a better performance. I'm not sure. I don't have all the gears up till now, so yeah, that is there. So, but if I had to compare the Belial, I would give a rating of not more than 5 out of 10. I know. It is a good way. I'm not saying that, but it is not an attack type Beyblade. It is a balanced type Beyblade. The way it performs, it behaves. It's a balanced type Beyblade. The stock Belial. I'm not talking about perfect Belial, but yeah, it's a, it's it's a balanced type. It can be the best attack type because of its stamina, but according to me, it doesn't do the job. I mean, you look at the layer; it's very plain. It's very simple. Not to mention, it's the that stock DB Belial or Belial. It's the lightest bay of all in the DB releases. So and with a tip so narrow and so small, it doesn't give that power packed. Doesn't give a lot of those power packed smashes or hits which attack types are known for. So not more than 5 or 10. Now that thing aside, let's talk about Cyclone. So first, I would like to say to those people who want to buy Cyclone but it is very expensive, do not go for Cyclone. If you unless until you are an anime kind of guy, collector like me who literally collects every single stuff which comes in my way. Comes in your way, whatever you would like to say. But I would say that you get the other 5 bays because the other 5 bays can make the Ragnarok combo. On top of that, you can also assemble those 5 bays into their respective random booster combos. So that way you're getting the whole set actual में. In actual में आपको पूरा set मिल रहा है. You're getting the whole set without spending a lot. Because right now, I think this is around going for around 5,000 yen, say 4,000, 5,000 yen. You can find all the other bays for 6,500 yen. So you'll get 5 bays in almost the same price. And not to mention, you could even get not a stock Ragnarok, but a recolored version, which is going to perform the same. Not apart from that, when it comes to rating of it, I rated a solid 6.5 out of 10. In stamina, no doubt it is superb, but the problem is the tip. Now I know, it performs well. I'm not saying it does not perform well, but because of this tip and because this white part is not free spinning, Usually it drags in the DB stadium like this, like this, like this. It might be able to evade some hits, but that way it loses stamina pretty quickly. And plus with this kind of a tip, with a nothing kind of a tip, if I can zoom it, but with a nothing kind of a tip, it becomes difficult for it to balance like this. It scrapes. So I would only give it a 6.5 out of 10. But overall, it's the best Ragnarok release. The clicks are superb on it. It can take one or two decent hits, which is not a very which is not something which stamina types are known for. So yeah, the next one I would talk about Vanish Fafnir. Now Vanish Fafnir, forget Vanish Fafnir. The Fafnir releases have always been very consistent. Um, there's nothing very special about any of them. Like, they have been pretty consistent. I'm very happy with Fafnir. But overall, I would give it this a solid 7 out of 10. It is a superb release. That kick driver helps it maintain the balance and also can get a counter. Since it is not a lot of free spinning, it is kind of frictional, as you can see. It's not completely free spinning. It can give a counter as well. So overall, a pretty solid way. The rubber on this is superb. I mean, I could not even I cannot even never fathomed about Takara making a literally flexible rubber layer. Superb. So overall, a 7 out of 10 release. I'm giving it 7 because I do not like this kick driver, because it has this kind of a tip. I don't know what it is called, but it is basically it is kind of the same tip which you find in Trident. Wedge, yes, wedge. It's kind of like a wedge feeling to it, and wedge drivers are pretty bad. Although this is plastic and it doesn't destabilize like wedge, but these things don't give it a proper balance. They can they the purpose of this thing is not to give it a better LAD, but it is to stop the wave from destabilizing itself. That's the feature of the kick driver. Now let's come to the my version. I only have the 2 gears. Like I said, I don't have the full gear. But I would like to say about Belial. Now it is becoming much better. Surely the V gear is difficult to handle, but at least it gives a speed boost, and with these jagged designs, not a smooth one, it you know doesn't make it go very wild in the stadium, very wide in the DB Stadium. Now, many people do not have the DB Stadium. I do have the DB Stadium, the transparent one, which I'm going to do matches finally, and I'll tell why. Why I would now finally start doing matches. However, coming back to the topic, I would like to say that this overall is a superb release. I personally find the S gear pretty, not usable. I don't understand its purpose because, as you see, the F gear lines up with this layer, and the V gear lines up with the driver. But the S gear's design is not at all meant for attack. It doesn't have that kind of a shape to Belial. I feel it is given in the anime only for the more usage of giving it a free spin. But the free spinning feature is fine, but it is not good if both the bays are in high mode, because the S gear is known to destabilize the base, since it is longer than the V gear. It can destabilize, and it has been seen that it destabilizes the bay. Honestly, I feel the F and V gear are perfect for the release of just the Belial instead of perfect Belial. But it's alright. I still not give a final verdict. I'll wait for my other 2 gears to come. Now to the next release, I would like to talk about Bahamut. Now this, oh sorry, the rating I would give this 7.5 out of 10. It's overall a pretty good bay to launch and play with. Now let's come back to one of the best releases in DB up to date. It is Bahamut, ladies and gentlemen, and I love this bay. The moment driver is just superb. It with that free spin, it alleviates itself much better than the driver which we find on Blast Genus. I don't know what it is called, but it's a superb driver. It is a very good upgrade. Not to mention it has rubber. It doesn't have teeth. So and not and even if you get somewhere near the middle, this makes it a proper circle, not allowing it to burst. Overall, a Pretty defensive bay. LED is superb on it. It's very good. Hands down, one of the very good LEDs. One of the very good LEDs. Overall, I love this release. It is one of the best bays. It can counter as well, and it can give counter hits and at the same time defend itself. But the only thing I am not happy with this release is that it scrapes. Even though this is free spinning, it scrapes. Unless until this bay is in the middle of the DB stadium, it would probably, in terms of LED, like compared to Ragnarok, Ragnarok will win. I have seen it. Ragnarok will win. Sometimes if Ragnarok is in middle. In these two bays, it's always there. If they are in the middle, they'll have a better LED chance, and better chance with LED. Both of them. So I would like to say that overall, but a super release. That I mean, why couldn't they give something this kind of a design? Sometimes we feel it's all about the weight, but it's also all about the design. Now this is a 70 to 73 gram Beyblade. There are many Beyblades now which are even heavier, but it still outperforms them. Why? So that's proof that design is the most important part other than weight. That ergonomical design is just superb in Bahamut. I would easily give it, a 9 out of 10. It's a superb release. Very good release. Not to mention it can work with metal drivers and metal drivers as well. So it's a superb, so it's customizable, that chip. So overall usage, design, performance, a solid 9 out of 10. Now let's come back to the latest way I have. Not of course in the anime, but let's come to the Valkyrie. Now it's pretty ironic. I don't have the blue Valkyrie, but I have Russian's Valkyrie. It's just outstanding. Not in terms of performance, of course, but it's an attack type A. But this driver, it is amazing to see it when it is in performance. Um, I enjoy doing matches. If you see here, I don't know if you'll be able to see. It's kind of broken here. It collided. If you compare it from this side to this side, it's kind of chipped. The reason why it's chipped is because of its kick driver, it destabilized, and it did an anime version of Chozi Achilles. Using the core as a shield. So it got chipped. But overall, it's a superb release. I love to play with it. The rubber on this is superb. The bound gimmick is superb. It's just it works. This thing works. It is not the best release, of course, when it comes to bursting and when it comes to performance. Is pretty prone. Many bays are better, but overall, this is a solid release, I feel. Um, when it comes to and it's full on entertainment. I mean, it's the most entertaining bay which I have played with up till now. Let's see. Let's hope that Longinus can take over it since it has so much of metal. Apart from this, I would like to give it a rating of 8 out of 10. See, it's not only about because I have to take all factors into consideration. Of course, if I had to only go by performance, I would give it a solid 3 or 4 out of 10. But when you compare the entertainment, the release, what you get with the Beyblade, and not to mention you get a special version as well, which also counts. A solid 8 out of 10 for me to this new Valkyrie. It's a super release. I think I'll go to play with it the moment I'm done with this video. Now let's talk about something, which is the high mode. And I know that many of you people hate high mode, so I'll also tell you a way to assemble. I've seen people kind of struggling with you or struggled over struggling with the high mode. It's pretty simple. You just first take out these two clicks. Now what do you do is sometimes it does not come off like this, so you have to use this. See, I'll show you a bit close. Take this more inside, then push the core outside. You see, it's that simple. It's very simple. Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy to assemble. It's pretty easy to assemble anyways, but it's easy to disassemble as well. Just need to follow that one trick. I'll show you once more. Now see, since it's in high mode, just take out this. Now since it's in high mode, I have put from up to down. So it's just normal physics. Can you pull this clip a bit more and push it down? That's it. It's pretty simple. Once you get the hang of it, your assembling and disassembling becomes fairly quicker. You don't need to, literally use your nails and damage your nails or damage the bay also. potentially. But yeah, so this is the problem I have now. I'll tell you, high modes are very entertaining, no doubt about that. High modes are superb entertaining, superly entertaining. I prefer the high mode much more. Sorry, I prefer the high mode much more compared to. I prefer the high mode much more compared to normal modes. Is because of this gap and change in centrifugal force that it allows me to give superb hits. I have tried it. It's a superb thing. But do you know you can actually get a high mode Beyblade in low mode as well? You see this? You can see the layer is above. So this is an indication it's in high mode. But now look at the below stuff. There is no gap in that part. This is the reason also. This is the reason why I got this bay in the picture in the first frame. This is the reason. If you want attack power on the layer, but do not want high mode as well, it's simple. You just. Sorry, I forgot it is a less spinning bay. You just, use any of your old GT discs. Now, I know many of you will say that they are not as heavy as a DB disc. I completely agree. But some like Wheel or Vanguard come pretty close. Like Vanguard is pretty close to Karma. Vanguard is the one which comes in Venom Diablos, and Wheel, so we all know it comes in Glide Ragnarok. These two are the only discs, of course, which weigh 30, which come close to 30 grams or are 30 grams in weight. But you can try it if you want. I mean, you can pair it up with the dash driver, and that thing regarding the clicks with Wheel is solved. Wheel works super with the dash driver as much as I've seen. But yeah, so this is the video all about. Oh yeah, and why I would do my matches. I had been telling from a very long time. I finally had the duo launcher. I don't need it to. I didn't like the concept of launching one bay and then the other. It's very difficult to hold like this as well. So now I have the proper launcher, and now I can just do it without any problems. So now you will see many upcoming matches. I would like you all to suggest me exactly what matches do you want. In DB, from what DB base or whatever generation, not only DB. I'll do anything. And in what stadium? I have all the stadiums. The big stadium in which people can launch. The normal stadium, the DB stadium, and the limit break DX stadium. I have all kind. So you can just tell me whatever match you want. I'll leave it down to the comments of you guys. Whichever comment gets the biggest thumbs up regarding a particular matchup, I'll do that for sure. And I'll also, and if possible, I'll also take a screenshot of the comment and put it on the video. So, to just prove a point that I do listen to you guys. And that's it for today. Thank you so much. If you liked this video, I know it is a very long video and you would like to skip it. But so I would, and I know it's a very long video. But you can skip it. It's your choice. But you can just, play the video in double speed. That's what I do, and make it 20-minute video, 10-minute video, and skip a little bit in between as well if you don't want to listen about the Beyblade, about the ratings I give these Beyblades according to the performance or according to the combining all the factors. Just listen to the first 3-4 minutes and the last 3-4 minutes if you want to know the main part and the main gist of why I have made this video. Apart from it, now there's nothing else. Thank you so much. And for now, finally, for more content like this, if you want more content regarding me reviewing ways, then please also suggest that in the comment. But battles will be coming for sure. But now battles are not according to me, according to you guys, unless until nobody comments on my video. So that's all. Thank you very much.